All right, in theory, we're recording. So, of course, I can't see myself on the tiny screen over there, but I'm pretty sure I'm there. So, I am here today at my buddy's homestead, and we are going to try to set up a range. So, I've got a couple options. One is that way, one is that way, and another one is, you guys can see there's a tree line right there. There's a road up there that goes up to the water tanks for the cisterns. And it runs all the way down along here back to more or less the same spot we're gonna be shooting at. All of those were options. I'm gonna show you why I picked the one I did for what I'm doing today. So let me get the drone up and I'll fly you my sight lines and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So get the glasses off here, get a drink of water. I'm warm, I've been working, running up and down this hill to get everything set up. So, I got to turn on the, there's a thing to turn on a fan here because the goggles are a little bit defrosted or fogged. So we do have a defog here. So let me, I'm going to sit down. Get this out of my way, the camera here. Oh, okay, we ready? Where are we going? Okay. All right, so my options are right back there, and you can see that's where I have the target set up now. Or we move over a little bit and we shoot this way, which I like, but I can't get that much range. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but if we go to the bottom of the hill here, it's not a lot. Here, let's find out. So if we were to set up right here-ish, this is, I think, 73 feet away from where I started, right? So that's not huge. It's not terrible. You know, so we're talking, 25 yards, right? So now this one isn't gonna be hugely longer, but it is longer. So I'm gonna go now for pistols. I think this is the way, right? We put it right here at the end of the grass. We stand right here. We load in and out. So we're just shooting pistols. I think that's where we shoot. But we're gonna shoot this way, and we're gonna fly along here. Now this tent is almost completely empty. There's a couple things lying on the ground on it. It's got some weed whackers and stuff like that in there, some random lawn equipment. So we're gonna shoot this way, all the way down this alley here. So we're already 130 feet there. Now I counted out 75 steps, right? Which should be, whoops, let's go up a little bit here. So we're 210 feet. So that's 70 yards, right? I counted 75 yards, but I wouldn't be surprised if I was 10 off either way, right? Because I had to go down this hill. Whoops, come on. Gimbal motor overloaded. I wonder I got a stick on there. Here, let's fly down the road here and see what I've got going on. I probably hit a stick in there somewhere. Like that tree right there I just ran into. It doesn't maneuver as well with whatever it is going on. But we're almost back to where I am. Let's avoid that. I'm gonna land us right here. In the tall grass. I'm gonna come see what the heck's going on. Why is my gimbal overloaded? You know what I'm saying? All right, what do I got? I don't see anything. I'm gonna turn it off and back on again. And we'll give it another go. I just think I hit a branch in there and it smacked the gimbal, and I think that's what caused it. The gimbal being this gimbal for the camera. I think that's what happened more than anything else. All right, we're back up. So anyway, so we got 70 yards essentially to our target, right? Which isn't bad. It's not bad. I'd love 100. I'd love to zero my new rifle at 100, but you know what? I can deal with 70 for now. That's gonna get us in the ballpark. That's good enough. Let's get my goggles back on. Of course, I had them on my forehead, so now they're all all sorts of fogged up again. So let me show you my other option. Oh, I just knocked my hat off into my lap because of the fan. Let's try not to hit anything this time. So my other option, we're gonna fly through here and again, try to avoid everything. So this is the road up, right? So if you were to walk up this direction, this is the way you'd go or drive. Our target is obviously off to the right. So our other option was to shoot down this road, right? Because I think I can get a little bit more out of it distance-wise this way. Now there's some stuff in the way. You can see we've got some branches and stuff in the way. And specifically these branches right here in front of us would cause a problem. We could shoot from about here without any problem, right down this road. And it's a little bit hard to see in the shadow there, but we could shoot right down essentially against the same wall that we were at before, right? And if we clear these branches up, these right here-ish, right through here, then we could go all the way up and we could set up in front of the cistern here, right? And we could probably get pretty darn close to our 100 yards. I think we'd be about 85, 90. So, you know, about 10, 15, maybe even 20 based on my steps from where we were. And we'd shoot down here. My problem is that as we're shooting this way, people could be walking up that path down to our right and we can't see them because there's too much brush here. We're not going to see them until they pop into the middle of our lane right up here, right? When they come in up here. This is where we're going to first see them. So I'm not comfortable shooting where people are going to come up, right? So we can't have that. I'm happy with my backdrop, but I'm not happy with the fact that people are going to come up. Another option would be to shoot up this path here. Now this road no longer goes anywhere, I don't believe. I think it's, well, we can fly up it and find out. But we could shoot up here. We've still got plenty of backdrop back there. The hills go way up back there. And we might be able to come up here and just clean a spot up here. Rowan's going to go buy a big brush hog today. So we might be able to clear up quite a ways up here and be able to shoot this way. There is a hill that runs here. You can kind of see it kind of runs like this. Now we're pushing our luck on our backdrop a little bit this way. That hill's way back there and there's nobody back there until you get, you know, 8, 10 miles away. So we're fine. And there's trees there. So we could potentially shoot something like that or potentially shoot up this canyon back here a little ways too, which is kind of where we've got our target set up down there right now, right? So that's our goal. So I've got some time left here on the drone. Which way do I want to fly to try to get down here? Should we try to go down through the trees here? Try to be careful. There's our target down there. So the other thing we have to watch for is people coming up this path. Now this path doesn't really connect up with anybody else's property, but there is property on the backside of the hill and they do have a road and a path that goes up to the top of the hill. Now it's a little bit of a climb down from their road to our road, but it's not impossible to think that somebody might come down this hill. So again, I wanted to make sure I was set up someplace where I had visibility of this path back a ways. And from the table we do, I can see people coming from way back here. They're alongside me for a long ways before they end up down here, kind of past this area here where I start to really worry about them. But we'll hear them, we'll see them before they get there. So this is the best bit. They're gonna have to come up this way or this way, and we're kind of right in the middle of that V, so we should have good, in fact, the people here have to walk right past my table to get up to here. So we should be good. We should be good. We don't have any big rocks or anything behind us to get us any crazy ricochets. It's trees and soft earth. So I'm pretty comfortable. See, and again, we might be able to clear up this. Now this is seasonally a creek, you know, in the winter, and we are here after some rain, so everything's a bit wet. But we could potentially shoot up this way too from the road where we're at, which would be great. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set the drone up somewhere down here where I'm not going to shoot it, and we're going to kind of set it up to leave it on the target so we can see how we shoot. Maybe I'll go like right here-ish so we can use it to spot for ourselves. I suppose I could even just land it. What do I got below us? I'll move out of the way here a little bit so I can see what's below us. So then I'm not wasting as much battery power. We're okay. We're okay. So I'm going to kick this thing over here. We're at 61%. We should get a few shots in. I got an extra battery. Move over here. And we're just going to sit there for a little bit. Okay, that's going to be the goal. That's going to go there. I'm going to bust out my new rifle. We're going to get it set up. And hopefully we'll be okay. So I got the new well, it's not new. It's new to me. FN Guardian, which is essentially FN's entry-level AR. Mine is California legal, obviously, because I'm in California. I'm going with a fixed mag and what is called a Hellfighter, Juggernaut Hellfighter kit for that. Let me dig in here. I do have a spotting scope too if I decide I need it. We'll just kind of put it down here out of the way for the moment. And we've got the SIG right there, so I can do a little practice with that. I don't think we'll need this. I do have a tripod on this. We'll see how I feel about it. Some extra targets. Get my knife put away. I needed that to cut open the targets. Let's get ourselves a magazine. A couple boxes of ammo. And my headphones. All right. Got to have your eyes and your ears on, you know? Okay. This is some Hornady Frontier 5.56. How does the box open? I guess just like this. So 10 round magazines because California, but that's fine. We're just targeting. 10 rounds is plenty. All right, we can do our 9-hole reviews. First shot for a cold bore, and then a nine shot group, right? And we're gonna see. Now, I forgot, I actually do have a little bore laser that goes in the front of this that you could use. It's not gonna help us outside here. Come on, that does not want to push down like I think it should. There we go. Obviously, new magazine. Everything's a bit stiff still. I did clean the gun last night to get away any extra grease and crap out of it and lubricate stuff. So there's that. How many? Does that just not go down very well? Why is that fighting me? I don't believe I have 10 shots in there. It's supposed to be, what, 20 in here? So I should have, if I got 10 in there, then I should have 10 left, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we should have room for 3 more in here. Oh, I see what's happening. This one's just not pushed back all the way. There we go. There we go. This is the stock magazine. I've got a couple Magpul ones too. I may decide that I love them so much that I use them more. I don't know. We'll see. This one doesn't quite want them to seat all the way back in there. There we go. Whoops. There we go. I think we're all in. Let me load these so these don't get away from us. It's got a little cover on here. It's nice. Is it? There we go. See if I like this better. In theory, you should just be able to push these straight down the middle. Ah, this one is better. I do like this better. We might go back and get me another one of these. I got one of the 10 and one of the fake. They're both 10, but one of them looks like a 30 just so you can be cool, you know, for the videos. You know, so you have a good thumbnail. I think the drone's still flying back there. Like I said, I do have another battery. Well, about 1.5 batteries. I flew up at Monterey the other day and had to quit because it rained. Okay, so we're there. I'm going to flip these down because we are, you know what? Let's start. I should have done this in a different order. Here, because this is fixed, you can't drop the mag unless you open this. So let's do that. Let's verify I'm empty still. I am. I want to do the iron sights first. I've got a little tool in here somewhere to take off the optic. And then we'll get the iron sights close, because your iron sight should be close. I did buy some. It doesn't come with them. It's a little annoying, even though the manual gave me instructions on them. Now these are at their stock center location. So we are going to see. Let's go ahead. Oh, get down in here. Where's that tool? Put that in there. Oh, that was a mistake, Eric. That was a mistake. Let me get the chair a little bit closer so I can get up on this. Okay. Now, again, how am I? Nope, we want these to be down. Happy with that. We're there, we're in the middle. Let's see where we're at. See if we're even on the target. That's not good. Oh, do I not have a... Well, this magazine is already fucking with me. Come on. There's not a bullet in the chamber. It did not want to load from that. Let's try this one. There we go. That felt better. That looked better. Quick click. Make sure I didn't get all tunnel visioned. All right, let's go. Shouldn't have had my finger on the trigger yet, but... What the heck? Why are we not feeding? All right, well, give me a minute. I'm going to set the drone down. I'm going to pop this out. In fact, I think that's the drone beeping at me right there. Oh, it's returning to home. Well, this will be interesting. All right, it's overhead. Make sure it doesn't put itself down into a tree, which is what it looks like it wants to do. Yep. I say I'm kind of around a lot of trees here.
Six and a half hours later.
Well, assuming the camera's still going, let me show you what the problem is. What a problem is. I think the first problem is just that I wasn't, the magazine wasn't going in far enough. I think that's all it was. I just have to be a little bit more forceful. I think there's a mechanism in here. I don't know if you can see that or not. All right, that's your catch release. And if the thing is closed up, this gets pushed down and it can't open, right? So that's why you can't release it. Then when you pop it up, it pops up, this comes up, and now you can operate that. So I'm not sure if maybe that was catching what was in there. I don't know. It works fine with it unlocked. Maybe it won't load at all with it locked. I thought it would, but maybe it's catching up there, and that was the problem. So that's easy enough. The next problem is this Hellfighter kit has a little pin here. That pin is supposed to ride in this little groove here, and as you spin this back and forth, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little groove right there, right along there. It has popped out of that groove, and I don't have the correct tools to push it back in and hold it so I can align this. So I can't actually put this back together. This is the joys of living in California. It's not the end of the world. It's definitely something that's fixable, even by me. I just have to get in there with like some little dental pick tools to push that in so I can rotate this up and then let it out. I just don't have that. I have a big knife and a Leatherman, and neither of which has the appropriate finesse tools in there. So fix that when I get home. Easy enough. We'll come out another day. We'll shoot it. It's not a big deal. Couple because I do have some little, let me take one more shot at this, because I do have some little Allen wrenches. So I might actually, I forgot I had those here. I might actually be able to get in here with something small enough. Oh, I might have just lost the whole thing. I think the actual little pin fell out. No, it's just a spring in there. I don't know. Huh. Well, that, is the spring going to come out? Can I get the spring out? Let's see if I can get the spring out real fast. If everything stays the way it's supposed to, I think we're okay. I'm going to try putting this thing together again. I might have to order that pin, I think, because it fell on the ground, and it's on the ground. It's gone forever. Let's go ahead and... See, normally it would rotate when you do this on its own. It would go a lot faster. Now we're going to have to put it in, rotate, figure out where that rotation is, where it pops it open. There we go. Let's give this a go. Get all the tools out of the way so I don't lose any of them. Don't need that box. That can go in there. Get a magazine here. Get my ear pro back on. Now, let's see if we get... Oh, nope, it's not one. There we go. It was a little bit slow there. Put it into fire. Let's see if we can send rounds downrange here. I don't know if we're on target. I put 3 down there. Put it on safe here. We're going to open that up, drop our magazine, pull out whatever round we have in there. Oh, I can't do that because we're on fire. I've just realized something else. Well, I'm going to walk up there real quick. I'll be right back. I don't think it matters because I was shooting center of mass, but I've shot at that target before and I haven't blocked it out before. So I put a fresh new little white target up there. It's possible we hit it. If we hit it, we'll know where we are. But I think I was just center of mass on the whole target, and that's not going to help us a whole lot. So, unless I see bigger holes, which is possible because I was shooting it with 9. Oh, there's a tree there. It's possible because I was shooting it with 9mm, so we might see 3 holes that are distinctly different from everything else. I don't know. Probably should have started closer. But at least I feel better that it's shot. I just have to get a new pin for that Hellfighter kit. And there are a couple different styles of kits to do this exact same thing. So, who knows? Maybe I'll decide this one is too fiddly and I'll try the other one. I could also get rid of the pistol grip and get a grip that's a different angle. And that would make it a featureless rifle. There's some of the rules involved with that I don't know. So there's ways. There's always a way. Whew. A little bit of a walk. I don't see anything obvious. No, I lied. Right here. Hold on. I don't know if you can see it or not. 1, 2, 3. Those are new. I was here. We were there. So we need to go over maybe 5 inches, 6 inches, and up a foot. Okay. So if we go over 6 inches, so right now if we were shooting center of mass here, we would have been here-ish, probably. So let's go over and up, and we'll aim for this one this time. Whew. And I gotta walk all the way back. All in all though, I'm not upset with my grouping. I think that's fine. It wasn't sub MOA or anything. I mean, we're not 100 yards out, so you know we gotta distinctly be under that inch. But it wasn't far off. It was not far off. So 3 shots, pretty close. Means the rifle's reasonably consistent, and I'm reasonably consistent. Let me go and put the camera back here. We'll try that. And we need to go up, which means this needs to go down. Doesn't want to go much more than that. So we'll see what that does. There we go. Now it's loaded nice and smooth. Okay, so now we're going to go for our white target. All right, easy. We're right here. So we did come up. Well, we were aiming here. So if anything, we've gone this way. And it doesn't look like we've gone up at all. So I went the wrong direction on the deal. Let's give it another go. My grouping was tighter though. All right, so there's kind of my biggest spread there. We're in there. These two are right on top. That's up maybe, I don't know, 1.5 inches. So for iron sights, yeah, I'll take it. So the front sight only seems to have about 3 or 4 clicks total. So clearly there's something wrong with that. I got to figure out what that is. So we can adjust this a little bit more. But we're going to try one more time. I did move it the other direction, so hopefully we'll be on sight for that. We should have 4 bullets left in here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to give it a go. And then maybe we'll put the optic on, because I do have an optic. Whoops. Oh, didn't like that. Whoops, we need to, we had a failure there. I need to pop this up because we got to get that out. This was just failure to fire. Yeah, there's a good dimple on that. So that one that was a bad bullet. What are these? These are Hornady Frontier. Okay, well, let me get this out. Guess I just have 2 bullets left. Did I lose one somewhere? 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, it's possible in all the mess I lost one. Might be in the toolbox case. Let me grab one more out so we have 3 to send down range here. And then we'll try this again. Now, it's a little annoying that that one didn't eject automatically. When I pulled it back, it should have ejected. Right? It should have popped out on its own, whether it fired or not. All right, let's give this a go. Let me close my knife. Okay. I was unsafe. Uh-oh. Oh, it didn't load. There's nothing in there. Let's, yeah. In. I don't feel great about that, but let's give it a go. Nope. Let's try that. That one also has a dimple. All right, let's go ahead. That's 2. Let's see if we can get a 3rd one down there. I didn't think it's supposed to have a hold open, but it appears to hold open on the magazine. So let me kick that open a little bit. What a pain in the ass this is. This is not safer, by the way, than not having it. Oh. All right. We've got a bullet. We've got a magazine. It's in there. We're open. We're in. We're going to lock it. There we go. We've got a live bullet in the chamber. It looks like it went okay. Let's put one more down so we can go take a look, see where my 0 is now, and then we'll put an optic on it and fight with it some more. Frustrated. God knows where this group is. You know what I'm saying? Whew. Oh, we can't actually pull it back to check because everything's in the way. We're good. All right, let's go up one more time, see what this is like, and then we'll put an optic on it. And then we can hopefully shoot a little bit more. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take one of these targets up that has its colors on it. Maybe we can see those from here with the spotting scope. You guys won't be able to, but maybe I can. And then I can decide if it's worth putting more bullets down range or not. You know what I'm saying? Well, amongst all of that, I'm not sure how much of a group we have. I think these 2 are new. Actually, 1, 2, 3. I thought I saw a hole on this when I walked up, but I do not. So our left-right adjustment is pretty good. I still have to figure out the sight to move it up, but I think for what we're doing, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I think we got our left-right. We just need to go up a little bit. And I got to fight with that front sight. See what we're doing? Give me a second. I'll put a couple of these up and we'll walk back down. All in all, especially with those last 3, I'm pretty happy with my grouping. I mean, that's iron sights. I can barely see the damn target, that white target, past the sight at all. And obviously we put the rifle down, we picked it back up, we put it down, we fought with it, we messed with it. So to put 3 rounds that close, I'm reasonably happy. I am, to be fair, a much better rifle shot than I am a pistol shot. I have a lot more experience. I got my first BB gun probably 5 or 6, and it was at the time kind of a competition BB gun, 1 shot. It wasn't pump it up as many times, I don't believe, for power. I think it was just 1 pump. But it was supposed to be like a competition BB gun kind of thing that my dad got me, because he wanted me to pay attention to my shots. And then from there, at about 10, I got my first 22 rifle, and then I got my shotgun at 12. So I've been shooting for a while. 6 years in the Army, although to be fair, the 6 years in the Army were some of the 6 years I shot the least in my life, to be honest. Let's go ahead and get the optic. I've got a Primary Arms SLX, I think. So they're budget line, they're cheap one, because I think they have silver, gold, and platinum. There's the table there. And I've got their prism, 3 times prism. So let's go ahead, dig that out, figure out where I put the tool for it. Now, I've never used one of these before. The only thing I've done with a prism lens in the past is look out my window with it to see how cool the reticle was. So we're there. Go ahead and turn it on. Now, a prism is interesting in that you can see the reticle all the time. The difference is, I don't know if we can do this or not. Let me see. Let me see if I can show you this and kick this off the edge there. You can see the reticle all the time. The difference is whether it's red or whether it's black. So there's the reticle. It's on. If we turn it off, back up here a little bit. Whoops. You should still see the reticle, but it's black. So that's the difference. There we go. So that's what we're using. And so unlike a red dot, where if the battery dies, it doesn't, you won't get anything, right? It's just a blank window, essentially. I'm gonna put 5 in this one. Nah, we'll put 3 in. We'll put 3 in. Hope if I put them in the right direction, huh? Oops. Okay, well, I can see the target just fine, but I can't quite see. Where's the adjustment? Is this the adjustment? Whoops. Well, it looks like that's where I'm going to be. Oh, there we go. I can just see the targets. The problem is we're shooting black targets in the dark back there, right? I think that's my fault for not letting the bolt slam back enough. Hold open, hold open. Oh, let's see. That one does not have an imprint on it though. Huh. So I don't know. All right, let me walk up and see. Oh, I wonder if I can see using the scope. Hold on. Give me a second. I cannot. I cannot. I should have put 5 of those things up there. Maybe more. Put them all up on there. So as long as I hit the paper, I'd have a hole that I would recognize. Oh well. All right. With irons, these were our first 3, right? These were our second 3. The others are under here. It looks like we're here, here, and here. I don't see any other holes because we covered up everything from my pistol shooting. So I think, well, I should only have 2 shots, right? Because the other one failed. So it should be this one, and this one definitely does click the edge. It covers on the green there. This one is probably underneath it. So it's probably these 2. So we need to go up, let's say 2 inches. We'll see where that puts us. And maybe an inch this way. That puts the center of our group on there. I don't know. I wonder, I think I can hook this camera up Bluetooth. I wonder if we could put this camera up there like on a tripod or something with Bluetooth on, and then have a laptop back at the table where we could look at, right? We could set up our own little camera down there and then be able to see. I don't know, I might have to play with that at home, see if I can get this to hook up to my laptop via Bluetooth and see how well that works. And that might save me some walking, although to be fair, I need the exercise, so I'm not bitching. And on top of that, the longer it takes, the less bullets I shoot, so the cheaper the day is. Right? That's something. I was right when I pulled that. So if we're off to the right on one of those, that's my fault. I don't feel too bad about that. I am looking to see where my brass is going though, because I do need to clean that up at some point. There we go. 1, 2, 3. So that means that this one, well, I don't know. It means we need to go left. Our height's pretty good. But we definitely need to go left a little bit, a couple inches. So I wonder, I always wonder on those, is it moving the dot to the right, or is it moving? So when you're in the back and you're here, I don't know. I always get confused with it. It's one of those things my brain doesn't understand. Like, when you're off to the right, which direction does the rear deal need to go, right? It should kick to the left if you're to the right. Yeah, I think. Again, there are things in my brain that I know there's a lot of people that understand that aren't complicated, and they're the same every time. Again, I've been shooting a long time, but there's some things that just don't click in your brain. You know what I'm saying? There's certain facts or issues like names. In my case, I struggle with names a lot. This is one of those things that my autistic brain just doesn't grasp. Although you'd think autism might be one of those things that would grab it, but who knows what else is wrong with me. Got a lot of wires crossed up there, you know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna make another adjustment. I think we're good up, down. We just need to we need to kick it back to the left. So that's what I'm trying to say is, when it says right, does that mean I'm off to the right? Or does that mean, and I need to move it left? Or does that mean, I don't know. Let's take a look at it up here. So that's up, so we don't need up. That's good. Need this one. So we're off to the right. So let's say we got to move it to the left. I'm going to go 2 clicks just to make it obvious, right? If we went too far, not far enough. And then what I might do is we might fly the drone up there on the last battery and see if we can see it that way, just for something different. Not hold open that time, but it is empty. All right. One more walk up there. No, I said we're going to fly the drone, didn't I? All right, give me a second. I don't know how well this is going to work, if I'm honest. It was the idea when I brought it out here was to be able to use it for this, because I knew I'd be a little bit of a hike no matter where I set up. Not hit that branch this time. I think we're there. 1, 2, 3, right? The farthest one on the left was already there. The one right under was new, and the bottom 2 were new, I think. Let's go up 1 more click, and maybe we'll aim for this one. Let's go ahead and put 10 out in this one. How much do I got left? There's 4, there's 5. Well, I will say this. I'm using a lot less bullets shooting the rifle than I do shoot the pistol. I'd be through 300-400 rounds at this point on the pistol. It's much more economical having to walk up and see what I did. Now, if we were to take this to a site that has like steels or something like that, and maybe I'll buy some for here, then it's a whole different. Oh, perfect, we got 9. We can do our 9-hole review. So far, my 9-hole review is, I like the rifle. I don't like having the juggernaut system. I might look at what it takes to make it a featureless rifle instead of using that, remove that, and then put a different angle grip on here that takes it away from being a pistol grip. I got to do a little research to figure out what makes it a featureless. But that's my only negative, really, is this. Now, it's not terrible. Again, we lost the spring or the little deal, so some of that maybe isn't really going to matter in the long run if I get that fixed and working the way it's supposed to. But that's my only negative so far. We have had a few rounds not shoot, but I think that's as much my fault as the gun's fault or the round's fault. Let's see what we can do. That one felt right. I have two of them now that I'm not happy with. Sure enough. All right. First of all, let's get in here. So that was how we shot last time. So we need to go that way a tiny bit, but I think there's two in there. So we're there. So we need to go over an inch and a half maybe. And then we'll have to see where we are there. But I've got a couple more of these. We're going to cover up the old ones. I've got 3 magazines. And, whoops. Oh, I don't want to lose these because I don't want to litter. Let's see how far back we want to be. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I can live with that. I can live with that. I'm going to put this, I don't know where I'm going to put the actual camera. Camera's up there. It's on, camera's on me, but this is the string. I'm not sure how well this shot's going to work. Maybe I won't do it this way. Maybe, just maybe, I'm going to do it this way. And we'll set this up on a rock somewhere. There are some rocks, maybe. I don't know where I'm going to put this. Oh, we got some pebbles here. Let's see. Is that artistic enough? I think you can see me here. All right, I'm not going to work from the holster, but I might turn on the flashlight though. We're going to go for the bottom one. Can you see me on the camera? Hopefully. To the right. Take it back. Not bad. Let's go see it. Oh, I don't know what's going on. The camera did something there on me. There we go. I'm not too bad. I had the one shot to the right. Otherwise, 10 yards are okay. We could maybe come up an inch for our overall group because clearly this is that's our bulk. So we could probably knock it up a tiny bit. I'm going to try. Let's see if I can do this here. I've got an extra little little clip thing here. It says that, but I think that's going to be upside down. That's fine. I can flip that. I can flip that. I think we'll be okay. So, whoops. I don't remember where I was before. Where was my rock? Right there. Here we go. Right about here. Okay. So I'll put this back down again. I think we're okay. I think you can see me. Let me get another magazine out. Now I do have a laser pointer. We could try shooting with the laser. Let's try shooting with the laser. I'm going to actually try to shoot in between the two. There is a number 8, I think is what it is right there. Whoops. We did not. There we go. See, I didn't feel good about that, and now I know why. Laser is also a little bit high. A little bit high. There we go. With the laser. I know I said I was going to shoot at the 8. I lied. I ended up shooting at the target anyway. Okay. Let me show you what I saw. Laser's a little bit low. I'm a little bit shakier with it. I guess I'll stay upside down here. Having trouble aiming upside down. So yeah, so you can see pretty good left to right, just a little bit low. So laser needs to come up by itself. Next time we're going to shoot for this 9. That's going to be our goal. Do I have a spot? Let's try. Let's put this back on the mount. See if I can find a spot where we can see it. Hopefully you guys can see that okay on the camera. And we'll try for that. Let me come back and find my rock. Here we go. I got 1 magazine left. We know we've been a little bit low. So maybe I aim at the top of the circle. Nah, we'll just aim for the circle. And that's that. Another empty magazine. Let's see what we got. Well, we're still down and to the right a little bit. 1 flyer over here. Everything else, you know, I can live with that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the other 4 are all right there. Yeah, I think that's it. There might be 2 in that one, but I think the rest are right there. So, not bad. Not bad. That's my 10 hole there with the laser. There, the bottom also with the red dot. So yeah, we're a tiny bit low. We can definitely agree on that, but half, and then maybe over half. So with the hologram, we're down 1 and to the right 1. So we got to come up and to the left, and in the laser, we just need to come up a tiny bit. We get the hologram, we can get the laser dialed in, because it should point to the same place, right? They don't quite, and I didn't know which one was more accurate. So that's that. I'm going to end this here. I got to clean up a lot of a mess. It's going to take me another 30, 40 minutes. But I had a great time today. And so I just want to remind you guys, you know, stuff doesn't have to go right. Don't get frustrated. Don't get upset. You know, just, you know, you're outside. right? As long as nobody dies, it's all okay. Anyway, we see you guys next time. Don't forget, get out there, roam, explore your world. We'll see you. Cheers.